once again, right on the face. Thought I'd beat it, team. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm curious about something. Okay, so yesterday we did not stream, it just recorded. So I am going to go and have a look right now. We're live. We're live. We're doing it, team. We are absolutely smashing it. Okay, so made a couple of changes. I have decorated my background with some of my more better painted. Sorry, I'm just sorting out the chair here. It's an ongoing battle with this bad boy. And I've also moved the POV cam because yesterday I had to kind of fight my arms around it like a big gorilla to get to the points to do the painting. Let's scare you guys. Let's put you onto face cam here, and you can see what I officially like referring to is polishing a poo. Yesterday you could see all of the organized chaos I had behind me, but now I put up a blue sheet which covers up most of it, but you can still see the ceiling. So we're still going to work with it. We're not that bothered. There's a lot more things to worry about in life. Sadly. But I digress. So, let's see if the overhead camera is playing game today. I went ahead and altered my lights so the glare isn't that bad. So, we can do some dynamic changing here. You can see me doing some... I'm not sure how good the zoom is on these bad boys. I bought this one in preparation for doing battle reports because you can get 3 of them and they wirelessly mesh together, and from there it's a lot easier to do battle reports. Okay, so welcome. Thank you. Had some problems with YouTube loading up my last video. Don't know why. Thought I was going live, but I'd obviously pressed the wrong button and had rescheduled it for a certain time. But today we are live, and the video will go up as well afterwards. So hopefully we're coming through a good quality. And once again, my name is Jack. You will see to me as Will, referred to as Will Sonius in some circles. But I don't mind. Call me anything you like. Oi, hey, you there in the bushes. Those are the usual ones that I get. Finishing off a Liberator today. That is our goal. My wife has taken our darling daughter down to swimming, so I have an hour or so to go through and talk to you about shading, and then hopefully just putting this bad boy together. We've got some metallics that we need to do and some washes on the metallics, but I don't think they're going to take too long. So, whilst I move out this buggering chair, let's switch to the POV cam, which you will see is now at a bit more of a jaunty angle. I've done some decorating. We have Brian over here. We have Rabute. We have poor K-Bot. We call him that because I messed up the Redenta's legs and he just looks like he's screaming, "Why?" We have our wonky Executioner, which I put the base on wrong, but we love him for all the same. We've got Bastion, a Spear and Shield guy, let me know he's called, and one of my favorite units is a Jump Pack Captain with a good old Power Fist and Plasma Pistol. That is my favorite. And I'll tell you a little bit more about this mysterious looking thing a bit further on down the line in the stream. Very interesting, and just you'll see. That's all I can say. Hang on a second. Excuse me, I needed to take a big gulp of juice because I am a thirsty man. So, what I'm going to be using today is not what I use on my ultramarines when I do shading. For my shading with ultramarines, I will do known oil to get that grim dark effect on them. Let's see if we can see if we can highlight that a little bit on the jump pack captain. Let me see if I can turn up the lighting here a little bit. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so hopefully you can see some of the darkened spaces in between the highlights that are caused by known oil. We known oil all the back as well, and around all the recesses on these new thigh pouches. And yeah, just to give it that grim, dank feel. We want to achieve a similar dank feel, but not as grim. So we're going to go with Have you been paused for that long? I've been talking for that long and it hasn't captured it? My God, I said so many cool things. Hang on. Let me see. Oh, hey, brother. Good to see you in chat. Yep, this silver is Stormfang silver with some metallic medium cooked in with it. So I completely threw myself off. I'm not going to turn my mic off. You guys are just going to hear me take a gulp of my drink because I can't trust myself to turn my mic back on. I'm also, because I'm an old man, going to grab a dry mouth lozenge because I am not used to rabbling on for this long. So I'm just going to keep it in my pouch in my mouth like a chipmunk. So hopefully you guys won't hear it too badly. So where are we? We need to paint this scabbard. And I have a really nice paint from Two Things Coats called Royal Cloak. And I think this is going to make a really nice different colored scabbard. I usually just go for plain red, but I'm in a bold mood tonight. And once you see me put this down, you'll understand why. Look how gorgeous that is. History lesson. Royal purple is referred to like that because it was discovered when someone was walking down a certain beach and they are crushing certain shells and they noticed they were leaving a certain shade of purple behind it. This was then claimed by the crown, and there you go. England stealing things. Who would have thought it? So I'm going to go ahead and use my trusty number 2 brush here. And we are just going to do the first of a couple of thin layers of purple. I'm not too worried about covering up the detail because we'll be able to pick that out in bronze or gold or silver. I mean, I haven't used any bronze on this model, but do I need to? I mean, I could just stick to the silver and the gold. I think I'm going to stick to the gold. I think it's going to be more striking compared to the purple, and it's going to give one less thing for the eye to kind of take in when checking out the model. So that's my plan, and you can't change my mind. I'm sorry. It's my way or the highway on this channel. So my mic's still on. We're good. So purple there. Down. Gold there. It'll help if I can show you. Purple here, gold there, brown here, gold here. So whilst we're waiting for that purple to dry nicely, I might just leave it at 1 and then give it a wash with a really naughty shade called Drucci Violet. So let's see how things go. Let's pick out some brown, shall we? I haven't done any weathering yet, brother. I weathered the shoulder for the lion head. As you can see, it's not a strict gold. You can see the gold in there and the Reichland red, but then I did a silver fang dry brush over it to give it a bit of a weathering effect. I like to keep my models kind of fresh and clean, as you can probably see from this array back here. But I dig what you did with your executioner. That winter weathering you did, superb. I dig it. How is Felicity coming along. No rush on that, as I said before, but that is a fell blade, and I'm excited to see what someone with your talents and enthusiasm has come up with. So we're just going to do this handle. I didn't show you the color, did I? Give me a second. We're gonna brush the pommel and the whole of that section, because gold will come out on it nicer than it does over blue. So this is another Pro Acryl brown, cooled more brown. So we're going to leave all that to dry in there, but we're going to start taking more of this warm brown, and we're going to use the natural moisture of the wet palette, and we're going to go across here and just start doing the belt. We're going to do it at this brown, as it's a fairly dark brown, which means we can put some highlights in with a lighter one that I've got. So all these leather straps down here, I like using the side of the brush rather than the tip, just so I can kind of get the surface area all in one. And you knows that this front has got some tough to reach brown parts also, but somehow the pressure of the stream is aiding my brush control. We'll paint the buckle brown, but we will really test ourselves by trying to make it gold to fit the aesthetic. So I think that's that part donezo. Let's see. I've just been doing Retributor, good washing it with Raycon Fleshland, and then highlighting with Org Champions and Silver Host. Bro, you need to post a picture of that. Thanks. That's what it's kind of going for with the shiny gold. So it's a bit worn down. If we look at Bastion here, I did the same kind of thing with his hawk and with his hammer. Just because I like gold. Like gold member, I like gold. But I also feel like if these guys have been reforged on the Anvil of Apotheosis multiple times, they may look a little bit tarnished. So I am going with that mental reason. That's my excuse. That's my excuse for not doing more. It's just frustrating that I've got these two big boxes and I can't make a spearhead. I need to buy more models to run the spearhead that I want to. So that's frustrating, but that's the world that we live in. Even when Games Workshop are talking about doing global expansions due to the amount of money they've made. C'est la vie, friends. We are just here to purchase and moan. And we do a good job of it. Especially certain people. Okay, so now we're going to do a watered down shade of the Reichland. So we're just going to get a brushful on, let's do two brushfuls on the wet palette. And then we're going to just use some normal standard lemon medium. Sorry, with this new setup, everything's in disarray. So you'll have to bear with me whilst I find where everything is. So I'm going to use this lemon medium to really water this down so I can get it into a nice, really thin wash. So I can just try and pick out some of the detail here without overwhelming the highlighting that we've done. Which I think we're going to achieve. I may sound surprised because me trying anything for the first time is ropey. Just ask Alex Baxter and what happened at Bournemouth. Actually, don't. The FBI probably looks for reasons to get rid of green card holders like myself. So where are my clippers? So I, as an individual, dislike clip to fit models. I always clip off the parts because I find after painting especially they're too thick to go in their spots. So we are going to glue together some parts. This is where I find out where none of it fits, but it does. Hallelujah. The amount of times I've gone through this and the back doesn't fit the front or vice versa. Now, I get asked by a lot of people, I don't, about what glue that I use. I use Gorilla super glue gel. The reason why I use gel is I find that it sticks quickly. So it's got that consistency. It almost causes a bit of suction, giggity. We'll get rid of this one. I'll open up a fresh one. I always make sure that I have one or more on hand. I learned from a good friend of mine called Sean St. Sin whilst doing airsoft, the old reliable phrase, who is one and one is none. So always make sure you got spares. What am I doing? Here we go. We're holding it down. And we'll give it to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Stuck together. Fantastic. Now, can we still get the noggin on, or do I need to clip? Yeah, I need to clip that bit off, but I don't want to use the god hands. I had so many spares. Oh, here we go. Okay. We got some inconsequential clippers here. I'm sorry, clippers. You are very important, but oh my gosh, you are rubbish clippers. I take it back. Okay. Right. Let's pop the head on. The head's not needing to do anything jaunty. Please. Oh my god, my fingers are sticking to it. What a nightmare. Okay, good. Solid. We're getting there, team. We're getting there. Chuck. Good man. Yeah, I was going for your Sandra deal rather than Spearhead. Also for green washes, my friend, I bought one especially for your Dark Angels, which is a Dark Angels contrast, which I watered down into a wash when I eventually get around to your guys. Then, when I was doing the guard, Military and green contrast, watered that down into a wash. Also, when I'm doing some of your Dark Angels, Warp Lightning, and we have a Beal Tan Green shade, And for whitewashes, I can't see it from here, but I know they have it down at Mythic. I use Apothecary White. It's got a really slight blue tinge to it, but once that fills into the gaps, it just works. It's it's really good to see. Okay, where was I? Okay, let's get an arm connected, shall we? The serious stuff. Let's get the awesome shoulder blade with Shawaddy Waddy axe glued into place, shall we? Yeah. Hopefully people look at the shoulder blade and not the attempted ice axe. Hammer, even. What am I talking about? Hammer, not an axe. Okay, now we get the one. In contrast, we have one with rubbish shoulder blades. Oh, god damn, that's the thing about this glue. If it sticks to you, you're losing what you stuck on your model. Unless you hold it there and have a battle of wills of what's tougher, your skin or plastic. Okay, right, we won. We need to do more surgery. So we need to fully cut off this bit so it doesn't get in the way, and then maybe that bit too. Some people you might be shouting heresy. I'm going to be shouting you're not going to know any different away. So let's see how best this connects. I think that looks pretty BA. Baracus, that's one for you, Chuck. Let's get out on there with the glue. And there we go. I got the glue on my fingers. Ah! This guy looks pretty aggressive. I need to do some tidying. But I think that magma hammer being held up so high looks like he's ready to deal some death, even though I don't know how good these units are. All I know is that I had the option to give them shields, and Mama didn't raise no B. Oh, mate, it's my internet provider's not that great when it comes to the choppiness of the video. I'm hoping that the VOD will sort it out. And I think the VOD is where I might get most of my views, because in England it's Dark 30 and in America it's prime time YouTube watching time. So I think, oh, is it still good? It's still good. And this is prime time watching hours for everyone else. So unfortunately, I can't get my internet upgraded because I get it all through where I live. So many attempts to try and get them upgraded, but it's just not happened. So we're coming up to an hour. I am going to finish this on my own time tomorrow, and by that I'm just going to touch up some gold and do the handles here so I can show you, so that we can get on to fixing our great hammer, whatever these guys are called, vigilators, prosecutors, land raiders. I'm not 100% sure, but as always, let me switch to the face cam so you can see directly up my nose. Dean, thank you so much for joining me. I've got to be honest, I had quite a bad mental health day today, and I think this helped me through it. I really appreciate Elliot and his dad Chuck turning up. Guys, we got to hang out more. And yeah, just remember, you're always welcome here. Yeah, you're welcome on any of my socials. Um, leave messages on videos. I'll do my best to respond as soon as possible. But I appreciate you being here. I hope you stay happy and healthy. Just remember, you're wanted, you're loved, you're needed, and you're appreciated. Just stick at it, okay? And now let me show you the people behind all these lovely transitions and scenes. Kong Vector off of Fiverr. The person responsible for the Objective Insecure logo and background is my good friend Dom O'Neill. I'm working to get his socials up there. I'm just not that good on GIMP, but we'll get it there, Dom. I promise, mate. Anyway, look after yourselves, please. We will speak soon.